So when a contractor has kind of the project management basics that we went over, kind of covered, when does it make sense to like bring in tech?
I think early. And I mean, I said earlier that like tech's not your solution for things, but still, as you're developing your process, I think you really need to figure out kind of, I'll use Procore, for example. Everybody knows who Procore is. Like if you love Procore and you want to use Procore, it's not me, but if then I would go ahead and sign it up early. I mean, if you can afford it and everything else, but then because you're building your company around a process, these software tools, they've become sort of like Procore, for instance, they're like how things get managed. So if you're writing a project management manual, you need to know what tech you're using. Everyone's a little bit nuanced. Yeah, you can switch over, you can do these things, but if you're doing everything in Excel and handwritten and everything else, and in 5 years you want to trade over to something else, it's going to be a much more painful process. Like switching softwares is a much more painful process. So, I mean, I would start as early as you can afford it, as early as it makes sense, so that you can develop, your team into, following this process, knowing this software,